Good afternoon, Randomizer fans, and welcome to the semifinals of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Bingo Tournament. It's bingo time. We got bingo players. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and joining with me in the booth today is Danny3883. How's it going, Danny?
It's going pretty well. We don't often get like a lot of these nice afternoon weekend races, and I kind of like it.
I know. I got to kind of sort of sleep in. I got to order some bagels, and now is a nice, comfortable afternoon thingy-mabobber. It was good.
And it's FFR. None of this can. There's no way anything in this race is going to go terribly wrong. Right.
So,
I hope so.
Yeah, no, we'll go with that. Like we can
We're
can
gonna
hope.
be
We can live in
optimistic
hope.
till it goes all wrong. Fine.
Joining us today, we have LuffyDV coming hot off the heels of a victory over who was Luffy's opponent?
Our restreamer, Jay Shadow. Or Jay
Our
Shadow.
restreamer.
I just mixed up his name and called him two different people at once. Awesome. We're off to a great start, folks.
Whereas Budgemano ran over some moron in his last race. We don't even want to talk about it.
I'm
What
sorry.
we want to talk about is the head-to-head matchup we got going on here. Let's talk Forest Rose. We got Luffy forcing upon his opponent column 4. So we got a collect and keep copper, silver, gold bracelet. We got to confuse a carry. We got to defeat a Tia 1. We got to bracket Kraken. And we got to open every chest in Ice Cave. Notable in there, we got to hope that Confuse and Brack roll low. Meanwhile, Budgemano has forced top left, bottom right. So we got to melee some things with hammers. We got to kill 2 scorpions and 2 lobsters with a hammer melee attack. Buy everything in the caravan. Buy level 1 through 7 spells, bracket Kraken, and spend 100 grand in a town. Again, that's where Brack lands is going to be a deciding thing, and we're off. Hello, level 1 exit. That'll be nice. And there's level 1 Brack.
Hey, look, one of our problems are already solved, basically right out the gate.
So that's Luffy's row sorted. Still going to be on the hunt for Confuse. We got 7 other levels of magic to check. Just going to sort out some early purchases, and then we're going to see where we head out.
Fun thing about having a free airship is just immediate route divergence.
So Budgemano heading straight for Sarda, whereas Luffy heading north to Cardia. Our Sarda pickup is gonna be it's a cube. I don't believe we need a cube.
Well, not technically, because you can find Tia 1 in Bahamut's Cave in these flags, so he doesn't actually need the cube.
Luffy's first Cardia Island was kind of bubkiss. I just spotted herb in the Crescent Lake item shop for, I think it was like 15 grand.
A little pricey for early game, but not too terribly bad.
Luffy picking up dragon armor. Not a whole lot of like cash, but we got some dragon armor, and that ought to vendor into some stuff. Level 6. Didn't seem to have anything we wanted in it. Can we buy everything in the caravan in one shot? We sure can. Meanwhile, Budgemano picking up the crown from the Circle of Sages.
How much we can do with that? Alright, well, we could take it to Astos. But we're going to Provoca first. We're gonna go kill pirates.
Luffy gonna follow in Budgemano's footsteps, pick up some of the early key item checks while we have ourselves a pirate fight. Ooh, lucky shot out of the pirates takes out the black mage. This is why you save before the pirate fight. I'm gonna try that again.
It's rare when it happens. And it kind of makes you go, wait, did I just die to a pirate? But Yeah,
The white mage
agreed.
goes down, but we don't need one of those. Lightning 3 goes out. Pirate fight is solved. Meanwhile, Luffy vendoring the dragon armor so that he can pick up his herb while in Crescent. Budgemano picking up the Oxyel from Bicky.
Which that's going to be something Luffy's going to be glad to see because he has to defeat Kraken with Brack. Now, granted, he could always do Kraken too, but who really wants to risk that?
That's
Not I.
really it's a really long way to walk for a 6% chance. Meanwhile, level 2 white magic sucks, and level 2 black magic has our confused. So there's our required spells sorted, level 1 and level 2. Both players hoping for some cheeky high-level spell payoffs, but looks like neither one of us is gonna get, or neither one of them is gonna get what they want today.
Nope. Plus Fire 3 and Quad X, both really good spells. So white magic might have sucked. Black magic did all right.
Meanwhile, level 3, we got Fire 2, we got a Bane. Level 3 white magic. Life 2, I believe that's Cure 3. Don't think we have the lamp strats tile on this board. No, we do not. So lamp a little less useful.
Wall, Fade, and Ruse at 4.
Seems good.
Nuke, Work, and Temper.
Oh, that is a crowded level 4 for black magic.
I mean, the bright side is if you're, I mean, it sucks having them all on the same level, but if you're nuking things in like dungeons right now, you're not worried too much about your temper, and if you need warp, you've got it there. And when you're using temper in Temple of Fiends, you're probably not too worried about your nuke or your warp. So, I mean, it works out kinda, but it still sucks having all of them on the same level.
Budgemano, having taken down Garland, gets his reward from the king and the princess. We got ourselves a boat and a tail. I don't think either is going to be on our runner's shopping lists, but we'll take the 5% experience scaling, I guess.
I mean, they could use that boat, do column 1, and give what the chat clearly wants is a slow boat race.
Everyone likes the slow boat race.
I mean, we've had one of them that was really great.
Budgemano headed for Astos and getting a Ribbo -5. That's going to help with our grind later. Harm 2 goes out, doesn't do much. Punch for 15, Lightning 3 for 86. Astos still there. Some of these fights are kind of thrilling when we have no levels and no firepower. Harm 2 goes out again for 48. Big Punch for 1 damage. Lightning 3 for 72. Astos still there. Astos hanging on, putting up kind of a fight today. Good on him. But one more Lightning 3 for 113. Down goes Astos. We're level 8-ish. So a little bit more crisscrossing in the early game here. Budgemano heading for Elfland, which Luffy's already been to. Luffy clearing out the pirates, which Budgemano's already done. It's one of the things I like about Bingo is like, yeah, there's a lot of different things to do, and part of the fun is trying to figure out what the most efficient path to do all those things is.
Which is one of the things I like about what Luffy did, hitting Cardias first, because if you get like a little bit of money or he found that dragon armor, that funds all your early game purchases and makes like kind of getting off the ground a little easier.
So we only have one tile lit on the board so far. It's buy everything at the caravan. Where do we think our runners, as they finish looping over each other's checks, where do we think we're going for secondary rows? We'll start with Luffy. Luffy kind of has his real option of basically anywhere on the board to synergize with. That's kind of one of the downsides of a diagonal, but on the other hand, is there really any good option here? Ironically, I'm looking at column 4 that he forced on his opponent. Because we're already doing the worst thing in there, which is defeat Kraken with Brack. We spotted Confuse at level 2, so that's no longer a problem. It's there.
I mean, if we do our grind in Ice Cave, we're there. So doing all the, open everything. It's, you're there. Open things, you're fine. Defeating Teal 1. We have Bane at 3. We have Nuke. We have Brack. And you can find T easily there in Muhammad's Cave, so you don't even need the Chiming Cube. And that top one's pretty easy, so that won't be too bad. I was also kind of looking at C1 because, yeah, finding the different slimes or 15 in total can kind of be a pain. But if you run into them easy somewhere and you can just kind of knock that out, the other 3 squares on there are not really hard. We've got black belts. You're going to 42 anyway. Just a couple more minutes. Go to 50. Give the crowd what they want with a slow boat, and then you just loop it yourself. Easy peasy. And those don't require anything. Well,
Row
other
2.
than the boat, and we've already got that.
Yeah. Column 4, column 1. Probably one of those. Budgemano settling into a Hall of Dragons grind as Luffy still sorting out some of these early checks. So if I were Budgemano, I'm forced column 4. What do I do from there? Well, honestly, if we can sort out the slime problem, row 2 does not seem to be the worst thing in the world, because we already have the most annoying part, the successfully confused carry. There's a bajillion status element things in the game that you'll just find. Buying everything at the caravan is not really a big deal. We're probably headed to Ice Cave at some point. A couple trap tile encounters doesn't seem bad. Ooh, chat pointing out an interesting possibility for Luffy. Bottom left, top right. So we loop it ourselves. We'll get the Sahag kills because we got our early boat and we're headed to sea anyway. We're already doing purchase spells. We saw the level 2 Confuse. Defeat Tia 2 twice. I mean, of the defeat Fiend 2 X time tiles, I think that one's the second easiest. Tia 2 can be a hassle, but you only have to take it down twice, and it's not the melee rototillers that Carry and Kraken tend to be.
I was looking for Budge, that row 5. Looping yourself is easy. He has to do Tia 1 anyway, and we have Bane at 3. If he could do Tia 1 with Bane, he could knock both of those out, and then the other one, Ice Cave, is already required for him. Walking from Canary to Elfland, or that's easy, and then just spend 100,000 in shops. If he could, do the Tia, if he could Bane Tia and knock both of those squares out at once, like, the rest of that row 5 is easy.
Also, I missed what was in Marsh Incentive. I know
too, because I was staring at a bingo board.
I know we saw the herb turn in to Prince. That was the Mazza. Herb was for sale in Crescent.
Marsh was the slab. Yep. Thank you to our tracker Reese for putting that in the notes. I was reading the bingo board trying to sound smart, and he caught what was in Marsh. Teamwork. High five, guys.
So, Budgemano, now in Ice Cave, whatever we end up doing in here, I have a feeling is going to color our guesses on what secondary row Budgemano's probably going for. Similarly with Luffy, if we see him translate that slab immediately, we know we're not going for column 1 or row 5 or BLTR.
Also,
he's going for slimes. He's not going for slimes.
He was trying. So maybe
we might be back for
slimes. If he sees them somewhere else, yeah. If he could have found those there or does something else, like, I think that column 1. If we see Luffy killing slimes at any point, it's column 1.
Chat pointing out that he already took down like 8 slimes, so
Oh, we're
that
like halfway
solidly
there.
puts column 1 or row 2 very much on the table for Luffy.
I'm
Whereas
not gonna lie,
Budgemano,
oh, sorry, I was gonna say, but I've watched some people struggle with that C3 status elemental skills and spells and other stuff that, like, I see where you're going with row 2, but I'm just like, I'm gonna take that real easy column 1 if I find slot. I'm not
whereas
I'm not searching that out.
Whereas Budgemano, it's going to be actually a little bit more difficult to determine because yes, we took the mage tile, but also we have to open every box in ice. So, and I don't know the status of our warp charges.
Okay, so Luffy switched gears and now is doing say hags. So maybe it was C1, now we're doing bottom left, top right.
Luffy, please.
And we're slow boating. Wait, are we?
That sure is a slow boat. That
But
bumps into that land thingy that's still in the way.
that's what I say, but also that I think we have to start that at Provoca. But
Yeah.
he literally abandoned ship. So maybe he had a change of heart.
So Luffy now joining the party in Ice Cave. So I think it's worth noting, Budgemano seems to be going out of his way to fight all these trap tiles, which makes me think row 2 or column 5 are in our sights. Our restreamer noting that he did not grab the second box in the Ice Dragon room unless we missed something. Let me go take a look real quick.
Oh, frost dragons with cremator rude. I mean, well, if we want to do a grind, this black belt gets away, we're set up real good for it. Hey, maybe it's a thanks, Frost Dragons. Hey, we got a Bane sword. Oh, no, and we set out.
Ooh. Interesting.
Very. Although that Bane sword could have been nice. No, Bane sword, and you find a defense somewhere, you could sit there until you're blue in the face just about trying to Bane to you. Okay, so we've left ice and we've headed to volcano. Are we thinking an Agama grind?
I just went back and checked, and I can confirm that Budgemano did not open the box, the second box in the Frost Dragon room. Human chat, if I know my partner, which I like to think I do, he's overthinking this hardcore and wants to keep his possibilities open, I have to agree with that assessment. I feel like Luffy is trying to leave himself open for like 3 different rows rather than just picking and committing to one. Meanwhile, Budgemano down on the carry floor, gonna confuse ourselves a carry. Question in chat, hey, where was the rat tail? The rat tail was, looks at tracker notes, from Princess. Nice and early. Alright, let's try ourselves this confused thingy-mabobber. Black belt gets deleted, but that's not the point of the exercise. We're going to continue with the confuse. And we got the confuse. We got there. We're going to continue with the fight just to see if we can get some experience with these mages. The confuse wears off. Harm 2 and nuke doing okay damage. I don't know if we have enough gas in the tank to get there. And we reset out.
Yeah, smart. Saves time. I mean, no harm in trying. It's like you said, get the extra experience. I mean, you're there. But like, if you don't think you can get out, just reset out. Save the time.
Meanwhile, Luffy has decided he really, really, really wants to blow up some wolves real quick. I see the slow. I see the cremate. Are we digging out status elements? Or have we decided that we need a party grind and Frost Wolves is the flavor du jour?
I mean, the only other reason why I say making sure we take these down is if we're doing row 4.
The tile's lit.
It's lit, so I mean, he's going. I mean, there's things in there he already has to do with like cracking with Brack, getting, and he did take out. I think it was 5 sags already, and he's gonna. And he was testing out the slow boat earlier. So I'm thinking Luffy's doing row 4 because he's already got that. So everything else in that row is pretty easy.
Right. Column 3 is a supermassive problem, and that is talking to robots in Mirage Sky. We've got no other reason to be up there. That would be a massive, massive time sink.
Yeah.
So, row 4.
Yep, I think that's where we're headed.
Oh, it's got a lot of walking.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit of things that are like a little bit of a time sink, but hey, look. There, now we can slow boat after we make our black belt beefy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm staking. I'm putting my whatever. I think it's row 4. He's probably gonna prove me wrong, but that's what I'm stating right now. Row 4.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to be right, you should guess something else because he probably will prove me wrong. I'm really bad at guessing what people are going to choose on these boards.
So you say that, but he also went through the time, trouble, and effort to light up every tile in ice. Row 2 is, and we murdered a bunch of slimes earlier. It's going to be row 2 or row 4. It's got to be one of those. I don't think he's decided which one he's doing yet.
Also, full disclosure, I hadn't noticed that every tile in ice was lit up, so I probably am wrong.
So as both our runners settle into our grinds, the picture of the board gets a little bit clearer. Luffy is doing row 2 or row 4. Although I believe Chad also mentioned that he had perfect opportunity to translate a slab but chose not to. So we may have plans C and D to go along with A and B.
Luffy's just like, I'm going straight down the middle and I have all the options and I'm leaving every single one of them open.
Budgemano temporarily abandoning the T-Rex grind. Were we out of heals? Do we need armor? It looks like this is an armor store trip.
Well, Budge does have to do, yeah, his very top required bingo. So it looks like he's working on that one.
And it was a trip for a house. Ein house.
Single house. Sounds like he doesn't have much faith in the real estate.
And Budgemano is back in Ice Cave. So the grind for Luffy continues. We do have a hit level 30 tile on the board, so there will be a telegraphing at some point who is further ahead in the grind sweepstakes.
I call that the panic box. Because you see someone light that before you, and you're like, oh no.
Can't confirm, it's real terrifying.
Mhm. I'm noticing on Luffy's screen how the broadcast crew is slowly dying.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll get our revenge. There's plenty of curses left to go.
For the greater good. It's fine.
So, Budgemano picking up the canal, just crossing level 11 party wide. Meanwhile, Luffy attempting to remove this foul and fickle race crew from his presence so he can just get to work by himself, not worry about anything else. Fizzle with the Bane Sword, refusing to go down, keeps making Bane work. I don't know how he's doing it. I could never do it.
It seems a little vague. I've seen you pull off many of things that I've yet to see other people do, so...
The accuracy on this Bane, my god. I mean, I know eyes have garbage MDef, but like, come on. Look at this thing. It's a machine gun. Moving armor up so we can do something other than just like fire Banes into eternity.
Oh, look, he's like, alright, enough of this. Fizzle needs stopped. And even still, barely any HP, and you're still like, I'm not going anywhere.
Budgemano crossing the level 14 mark, eats an off-tile encounter. Plenty of mages and magic to take it down. Single Fade removes the pack of wraiths. Meanwhile, Luffy, who will rid me of this meddlesome black mage?
Chat talking about how defeat Tia with Bane looks more promising now. We've got that Bane sword. I'm putting money on that. You give that Bane sword to Fizzle and send him after Tia. She doesn't stand a chance.
And the last black mage goes down. Time to shift the black belt up to the top slot.
Welcome to the floor, sir. Jay and I found it nice and comfy down here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice comfy mattress.
Now we're just propping up the black belt. It's fine. Teamwork.
So Luffy crossing 24. Budgemano starting the party whittling exercise. Human chat, since we're here for at least the next 5 minutes, what's going on? Well, I am staring at the remaining half of a blueberry bagel that I ordered this morning with strawberry cream cheese.
I'm living vicariously through Fizzle, who has the blueberry bagel, because I'm hungry.
So if you could have, like, if you could just order any one breakfast food and have it just, like, materialize in front of you, what breakfast food would you go for?
Bacon.
Just pile of bacon?
Big, giant, freaking pile of bacon.
I respect it. I'm a big fan. Oh, go ahead.
So that answer may be different depending on when you ask, but I woke up wanting bacon today, and I still would be perfectly fine with just like a giant pile of bacon.
Me, I'm a big fan of a good Eggs Benedict. Like, give me the hollandaise sauce, give me the thick cut Canadian bacon, give me the poached egg.
Had never tried one of those until recently. It's pretty good. I think Like, I like some, like, pancakes, waffles, French toast, stuff like that. Is good. Like, I really like, but it's not something I want terribly often because I'm not huge on sweet stuff too much. But, like, eggs, hash browns, biscuits, gravy, all the things that are gonna just clog an artery looking at it. So good. There's a place here by my house called Tudor's, and they have this thing. You can get the big tater or the little tater. Although, short side story, I went to order one once on a trip out of town at a place not near my house, and the lady at the drive-thru called it a baby tater, and I've been upset that no one else calls it a baby tater since. But it's real good. It's fried potatoes topped with scrambled eggs, gravy, and bacon, and it's so good. I think I might just switch to what I want now. As soon as this is over, I am raiding my kitchen.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So Luffy has crossed the level 30 mark. Last time I looked up, I don't know, 31, 32, somewhere in there. Budgemano, not terribly far behind, I don't think. Level 24, maybe a little bit further behind than I anticipated. Right around 8 to 10 levels. The problem is that I feel like that gap is only going to widen with Luffy one-shotting the eye and Budgemano kind of needing 1 or 2 rounds to get through the eye fight. Ooh, gonna have steak. Dark Moon and chat. Gonna have steak and grits in a bit. Yeah. Steak and grits sounds like a thing I could go for, but I have this bagel.
That sounds really good. And then Hostfinger was saying that they just had smoked barbecue ribs with mashed potatoes, baked beans, and a salad with Italian dressing. And I'm just like, any chance you live nearby? Want company for like good dinner? Got leftovers? Just so, let me know. All right, now everybody's talking about what they've had today or going to have today. I might need to stop reading chat. Or all you guys are going to hear on the mic is my stomach growling. It's going to be real bad. I'm just going to continue sipping my tea.
Schumann chat. Your bagel sounds like Frankenberry meets Booberry. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, that's an accurate description, but it is delicious. And I've got this other savory one over here that I haven't even cracked into yet. It's like some kind of jalapeno bagel with like sun-dried tomato cream cheese, I think Canadian bacon, something else on it. I don't know. I just go on DoorDash and I push buttons and then like things arrive. I can't be responsible for choices I make when I'm hungry.
Now, you lost a little bit with like the tomato cream cheese or whatever it was, but a jalapeno bagel with bacon on it, I heard my daughter's ears perk up. Say what? She's not watching the race, but I know somehow the universe just let her know what you said. And at some point she's going to be like, hey, I don't know how I heard of this thing, but it sounds real good. Where do we get one? And then I'm just going to point her in your direction.
It'll be a bit of a drive, but they'll get there.
Right? Next trip. Just, hey, how well do you think that travels?
And now we have an interesting question that I want to give a special shout out to and run it past you. What is your favorite breakfast cereal monster?
Oh. Okay, first one that came to mind. Count Dracula. And that's just because I really like that cereal. And it's one that's hard to find. At least I found it's kind of hard to find. And last time I did, it was maybe at a Walmart or something a couple years ago. I haven't left the house much in 2 years. I'm perfectly fine with that. But they had like the giant family-sized box. And I'm just like, I know people probably think I'm buying this for my kid, but I am so not. This thing is mine. It's so good.
32 minutes and 20 seconds into our race, Luffy has finished the black belt grind. We have level 42. We are walking outside. Budgemano status No, that wasn't a level up fight. Let's try this one. How many punches we got going out? 8 hits, so we're in the 30s. Let's call it... Don't know yet. Budgemano, you killing me here.
Autumn in chat says he's at 34.
That
Hey,
checks out
35.
because we're now at 35.
Thanks, Adam.
Oh man, steak and grits next time I head to Dark Moon's neck of the woods. Oh my god. Nope, there's a race on. There's a race on. And we have one person arguably about to make progress by kind of maybe leaving Ice Cave. Perhaps.
Also, don't make me sad that a winter storm ruined my trip to Dark Moons, because I saw what he was making for dinner like 2 days before he was prepping, and I'm still sad about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? It's fine. We'll just have to go to Dark Moons together and have him cook for us.
That's true. So Luffy has exited Ice Cave and is going to head to the party member store real quick. Buy some more party members, get some heal pots. Ooh, Budgemano encountering a pack of undead at less health than I would be comfortable with, but we get the run on the first action. Budgemano to 39. The re-equipping of gear commences. Alright, Luffy, where are we going next? Now's the time to make decisions. Let's go. And that decision is... more magic purchasing. Or no, potion purchases. Maybe we didn't... Alright, maybe we found the one heal shop in the game that didn't have heals in it.
If that's the case, he really is learning from us.
That's one of my great superpowers in FFR. I always find the shop with no heals when I am desperate to restock heals.
And I got an A in that class when you were teaching me how to play. I might not get graded on seeds anymore, however. If I did, I'd still be getting A's in a lot of that stuff.
Alright, Luffy headed for Volcano. This has gotta be a decisive play for row 2. This has gotta be. Like, yeah, we're gonna do the confused carry, and then we're probably gonna wander back inside, dig for slimes, unless we're headed back to Marsh, because we saw that they were common in Marsh. But, like, they, who knows, might get lucky here. I don't know. Budgemano now opening all boxes in here. Gotta double check that we got the top 2 on our way inside, because I don't think we got one of them on our way down. Definitely saw 2 status spells on the way out of Ice Cave. I know we've seen slow. We've seen slow forever. What was the second one that we saw? Okay, sleep out of Frost Wolves. Okay.
That would be like my downfall on comms. Or not comms, doing bingo. Because I mean, kind of on comms too, because I'm horrible at, like, noticing kind of like the spells and like keeping track of them. Mm-hmm. I would take 20 minutes longer just having to mark down notes what I saw, because old lady brain memory is real bad. And I would see something like 5 minutes in and be an hour in looking for something I had already seen. It'd be real bad.
So I take advantage of the fact that my microphone is muted, and I just kind of narrate stuff to myself over the entire... I talk to myself like a crazy person for just like a solid hour, is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, see, this is why he's better at this than I would ever be. Our restreamer, Jay, saying in chat that they write them all down, and then they just mark them off as they go. And then we had multiple people, including some that did real well in bingo, saying they did the same thing. I probably never would have thought of that.
And Luffy sticks the Confuse on carry, probably just going to nuke the way through. Budgemano is out. Budgemano has lit the open every chest in ice.
Also, even if he doesn't nuke his way through, Luffy came through there with a black belt that just like, I carry, punch, and then she kind of falls over. So,
It's
like,
true.
he had a much, like, yeah. So, his options of getting through quicker instead of resetting out were a little better than Budge's at the time.
So, Budge going to the party member store. Luffy. What are we here for? More heal pots? Houses. Just a whole subdivision of houses.
Now, that's how you invest in the real estate market.
So that we can spend 100 grand in a town. Alright, now we're going to polish off that slime tile. So there's our slimes. They open with Brack. And they don't seem afraid of this black belt. We did a soft instead of slamming reset, so I have to assume the second encounter is also slimes. It's not, it's shadows. And there's the reset. Gonna try that again. And lighting up the 15 total slimes. So Luffy is 3 tiles away from go mode, whereas Budgemano 2 in the main row with tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, every diagonals mess with my brain. I'm sorry. I know how to do lines.
It's still, I mean, it's barely past morning in your time zone.
Me am count to 5, I swears.
Unfortunately, like 2 of those, well, I mean, he's got level 1 Brack, but still, and thankfully, like, he played this smart. Like, he brought 2 black mages. He's like, I have to rely on Brack. I'm not bringing 1, and then it bite me in the rear because of it. I like that. That's smart. Good job, Luffy. But that C3 status elemental square, and then defeat lobsters and scorpions with a hammer. Those are kind of pains in the rear.
So we've got a Tia pull down on Budgemano's side. We've got only the Banecaster going. I know we picked up the Bane Sword. First spell hold out of Tia. Bane goes off, so there's that tile lit.
Oh, 2 tiles lit.
Yep, because that hold is going to be our 3rd status ailment.
All right, so now he has his Oxio. He has level 1 Brack. And those last 2 squares in row 5 for him are a little time. Like, they take a bit of time because it's a bit of walking, but they are real easy. God, this Luffy, I'd see just what he's got left there, and I'd just be like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely no time for Luffy. We gotta... Did Luffy pick his white mage back up? Do we have a functioning white mage? There's our white mage. Now we just gotta find lobsters that don't mulch our white mage before LOL hammer gets there. We have a hammer on that white mage, right?
Maybe?
Luffy, please.
Our restreamer, being the better comms from chat, says a silver hammer +4 he thinks is on that white mage.
All right, so we're going with fast and temper strats on our white mage to try and bonk right through. We've got one lobster on the screen.
And we have to get 2 lobsters, 2 scorpions. All right. Well, if this white mage don't take down that lobster.
Hey,
There we go.
big ol' clonk for 81 damage. Lobster goes down, one to go. Meanwhile, Budgemano, seeing lobsters, is just like, I don't need to do this. I forced that on my opponent. I'm just gonna go places.
You go out for seafood for dinner, like you want that white mage as a dinner date. I'm just saying.
And here is our second lobster. Nice, controlled, safe environment. Clonk for 45. Incoming melee to the black mage. It's still there. Temper goes off. Temper goes off. Budgemano just trucking right along. We're on hold item and bonk strats. Bonk for 165. Down goes the lobster. That is the first half of that tile done for Luffy. Budgemano doing the far more sensible thing and just nuking them. Microwave lobster, best lobster. Shoutouts to Red Lobster.
They have really good cheddar biscuits.
They do. I shouldn't give them crap.
I mean, I can't say everything else there is really good. I mean, they manage it's fine, but the biscuits are real good. Also, I like how Luffy, he rethought his decision because he still needs that hammer on that white mage. But it cracked me up a little to see that the other thing on that white mage is a masa. And it's like, nah, I'm just gonna swing a hammer for a little while. It's fine.
Oh, you mentioned cheddar biscuits. The Dark Moon signal has been lit in chat. You have only yourself to blame.
I feared it might be. I may have a decent supply of the kind you make at home, courtesy of Mr. and Mrs. Darkmoon. Sending your things, fun things in the mail it's fun.
So both runners on the Kraken floor. This is going to be a race of Bracks. Luffy having the advantage with 2 casters. Budgemano gets the advantage of starting first. First Brack, broken into pieces. Easy peasy. First time, every time. Always believe in Brack. Luffy, can you follow that up? No, don't punch the Kraken. You got to Brack the Kraken. There you go. First Brack. No. Second Brack.
It's fine. We've got 2 of them casting it.
Luffy, please.
They'll go get there. It's fine. And we're gonna keep our meat shield nice and big up top.
And there's ink. That is Luffy's 3rd status. Brack. No, that's we're gonna try some Brack. No, come on. Yeah, man. Oh boy. Incoming poison damage doesn't do a heck of a lot. No,
oh, say Luffy. Nope.
Incoming melee for 152. Party member still there. Outgoing Brack broken into pieces. 7th time, every time.
All right, so Budge is about to get Lupa'd, and then it's going to be a race to see if Luffy can hammer down a couple of scorpions while Budge is taking the Gregory Puff historical tour around the inner sea.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh, he also needs to spend some drop a chunk of change in a town, which I mean that's pretty easy though.
So Budgemano has left himself open for triple bingo here. What are we going to prioritize? Are we doing the walk? Or are we doing... What are we doing?
Oh.
We dug... Oh. We're lighting 3 different Sayhags, and then we're just going to punch Tia2 twice in Topher. Interesting.
I didn't even see that. That's kind of smart.
Meanwhile, Luffy trying to find these stupid scorpions. This is the part of the tile I think that I would personally hate the most. Is like lobsters, there's like a million encounters in sea that have lobsters in them. That's whatever. Scorpions are relatively rare. like, you either have this encounter, which, yeah, you get them, but you're going to have to spend probably a while trying to whittle them down. If Cobras have spells, say, for example, Sleep, that could make things annoying. Oh, we reset out of that encounter. That is the most feels bad. But if we don't find them here, we got to dig around for, like, a rare encounter in Marsh, which, no. All right, there we go. That's, yeah.
Now, question something I should know after 3 years of playing this, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well, I think maybe that answers my question, because I believe he's got that ribbon. I mean, I would have it on the White Mage, because that's life, and I need that White Mage functional right now. I'm going to assume that ribbon does buff us against Sleep, because that White Mage took us just a short nap.
Sleep is status element.
Oh. Okay, well, I missed that the White Mage can't use the ribbon. So, never mind. Although,
there we go.
Still curious, does it protect against that at all?
It does. Ribbon does protect against both forms of sleep, both sleep and sleep 2.
I feel like I might need to... I'm just like, wonder if I have one hidden in my hair somewhere, and that's why I have horrible insomnia.
So we managed to break down the Scorpions. Luffy, on his way to Topher, has to have seen the board, has to have seen that Budgemano is just a double T a punch away from having all his bingo stuff sorted as well. This is... oh boy.
This Tia 2 could very well be what determines who wins this race. Because now Budge sees that Luffy has all his squares marked and knows that he's right behind him and still has Tia 2 to do. There's one thing that any of us have learned playing FFR. It's that just because you see it doesn't mean your opponent's going to.
Yep. Budgemano on carry 2, 9 hits for 994, no longer a carry 2 fight. Nuke was in there for a couple hundred damage as well. Carry has somewhere south of 1200 health, who knows. Luffy attempting to close the gap, just a couple of floors behind Budgemano at this point. Budgemano having the Kraken 2 in his immediate future. Luffy's first boss carry 2 coming up soon. But first, we're gonna see ourselves a Kraken 2 fight. We're going to open with some nuke for 145. Incoming melee for 524 to the black belt. 9 hits for 737. Kraken is still there. We're going to try some Cure 4 strats. We're going to try some nuke strats. 7 hits, 425. The black belt is down. And Budgemano resets. He doesn't want to press the advantage. We had fades and nukes in the tank, but decided no, we need the safety of the black belt. He resets. Luffy is now in the driver's seat. Luffy having to deal with Thunder Grey Worms. Fire 3 Grey Worms. The White Mage goes down. A Black Mage goes down. Luffy is now just down to the Black Belt and a single Black Mage. Luffy in Problem Town. Luffy's going to press on.
Yeah, I think if I was Budge, depending on how much, because I didn't see how much damage he'd already gotten out, I think I may have tried, because he has life 2 on that White Mage. Like, he could have maybe gotten through. I don't blame him for the reset, though. I like what Luffy's doing here. That black belt's pretty big, and he's got, you know, buffing spells with that Black Mage, and he doesn't have to risk, like, going through Tia 2 twice. So this, for Luffy, is more doable with this 2-man party than it might have been if he had that top C5 square.
10 hits for 520 on carry 2. Carry 2 still there, but a temper goes off. 8 hits, 1200 damage later. Luffy is through carry 2, but we're going to be chugging a lot of these heal pots. We're going to be probably sub 50 by the time we hit Kraken floor.
Also, carry 2 Could you not? That was rude. What'd I ever do to you?
You buffed a black belt. That's what you did to him.
Well, you saw what she did to me. She had it coming.
Luffy deciding that forward is the best way through the seafood party pack. Gonna nuke down the lobsters. Or maybe this was unrunnable. Nope, we ran. Budgemano back to the speed bump. Gonna try and jump it.
Saying true FFR way, leaving one behind. It happens that way so they can tell their friends and warn them of what they've seen. At least if I think of it that way, it makes me less cranky.
Luffy stepping up to the Kraken 2 plate. Opting for temper. Incoming punch, that looked like it was only 200 damage. Outgoing punch, 8 hits per 1,000. Kraken's still there. Nuke, buff, something. Incoming melee deletes the black mage. We're down to man mode strats. 8 hits per 1,000. Down goes Kraken 2.
Oh, I didn't see that. Apparently, we don't have fast.
Well, we definitely don't have it now.
We're out of. Yeah, no. I mean, I thought Carrie was rude, but like Kraken's like, hey, I saw what Carrie started. Sorry, Danny. You got to go.
Luffy deciding that he doesn't want the black belt in the front slot for reasons I can only consider. Luffy, please.
Budge? Oh no, that is not an encounter you want to see with a full party, much less one. And Budge making up great time coming back in there. He's already back on Kraken 2.
Here comes the Tia 2. 7 hits for 290. Tia still there. Incoming punch for 287. Outgoing damage for 460. Incoming rub doesn't do anything. Meanwhile, nuking against Kraken for 140. Tia 2 is down. 8 hits for 762. Kraken 2 is down. Budgemano just has the double Tia 2 to get through to make it to Chaos. Luffy on the way to Chaos now.
Also, a little curious as to why Budge put that white mage up front, because, like, I kind of get it. You don't want the black mage going down because that's like your temper and stuff. But like, we definitely ain't bringing nobody back. Oh, Luffy.
Luffy.
I'm gonna just cover my eyes and you tell me when it's over.
All right. Well, we're punching these worms. We've decided the only way out is through. Given how much they are swinging for, I cannot say as I blame him. 2 worms down, 3 worms down. Tia 2 pull on Budgemano's side. Luffy is through the worm fight, but at extreme cost. Leveled to 46, but we got a chug. And we are out of heal pots.
Oh no.
Budgemano through Tia 2 the first. Luffy pulls Chaos. Chaos swings. Does not entertain that black belt whatsoever. Deletes it in a single action. Luffy is out. Has to go back in. Budgemano on the second Tia 2 pull.
Wait, did he wait with that black belt? Oh, okay. I was about to say, what?
13 hits for 1223. Budgemano is through Tia 2 the second on his way to Chaos.
And this is other than saying poor Luffy's black belt take a hit to the face, we don't know what this Chaos has.
Correct. Let's begin. We have the final fast. Test punch going out. 8 hits for 810. Fast goes off after the nick of time. Incoming punch. 412. The black mage is still there. We're going to try some nuke strats. Incoming punch deletes the black mage. It's just 1v1. 16 hits for 1212. Chaos still there. One more punch. 14 hits. 1184. Chaos still there. Fire 2 doesn't do much. Another punch. 16 hits for 1318. Chaos is terminated. Budgemano finishes in first place with official race time GG time 56:43. Get your GGs out in chat.
GG Budge. He got a little lucky. That Chaos hit hard. If he was hitting that black belt the way he hit that black mage, that'd have been another Chaos fight. But he killed the black mage. And he's like, we're just going just sling easy things at the black belt. Here's a fire 2. Which, when you have a black belt with that much HP, he just kind of just brushes off, like, you're cute, Chaos. If we can get Budge. in for an interview while we watch the rest of Luffy's run. Kind of reading in chat. Classic Gamer, real excited about the back and forth bingo. And Jay, don't know if my heart can take any more bingo. I am right there with you. The last couple of weeks have darn near caused me to up my anxiety meds. It's something.
And we are joined in the booth by our first place finisher, Budgemano. GG, dude. How's
Thanks.
it
GG.
Good. I almost thought I lost it with that Kraken flub not moving my black belt down because I knew Luffy had to be in Topher. I saw him light all his rows, so.
Yeah, he came in around, I think it was 2 minutes or so behind you. He wasn't far behind.
Yeah. Did he have must have had a wipe looking at him.
Wipe to chaos.
Yeah.
Wipe to chaos.
He lost a white mage and black mage early on. I think it was on Carrie.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and then he got the Kraken, and then Tia took out, or no, Carrie almost took out the other black mage. Kraken took out the last black mage. He got through Tia 2, which is a solo black belt. Didn't have enough heals to fully heal the black belt. He stepped up to Kraken, and Kraken just says, "Oh, look, it's a black belt," and one-shot it.
Luffy on the carry 2 fight. 1380, down goes carry 2, onward to the water floor. So I guess my main question is, so yeah, you didn't move the black belt down for the Kraken 2 fight. Did you have any thoughts about trying to nuke and fade your way through that last couple rounds after the black belt went down?
I mean, I thought about it, but I don't know what I would do after the fact. I don't have. Did I have life? Did I find life?
Luffy's white mage has life. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna look. I know it was early. I don't remember exactly what level. Life 2 was 3. Life 2 was 3, and I don't see life on our list from our tracker. So life was either Gaia level 7 or maybe it was 8. Hold on. Yeah, life was level 8 in Gaia, but life 2 was level 3.
So I probably had that. Yeah, I should have. I totally memory hold that I had life. I thought I was done with that dive. Yeah, that was foolish. That white mage, I felt it was worthless the whole time. So maybe I didn't have. Maybe I never bought it. That would have been stupid. But
so Luffy is through Kraken 2 on the way to Tia 2. Gonna try a temper, a fast, and a punch. Rub comes out, doesn't do anything. Temper goes off. Outgoing punch. 8 hits for 215. Uh-oh, fast. Let's try some more temper. We need a little bit more power behind that. Temper goes off. Outgoing punch. 10 hits for 1705. Down goes Tia 2. On our way to chaos.
Coming for revenge. We've showed up with the full party this time. We're like, we saw what you did last time. We're coming back with friends. Gets worms again.
The worms that took all of his health down the last time, although with how Chaos was punching, who knows if that would have even helped. Let's try this Chaos fight again. Let's try some temper. How about some fast and a punch and a wait. Incoming fire 2, doing fire 2 things. Over 100 damage to the white mage, although that white mage is standing there. Temper goes off, fast goes off, test punch. 18 hits for over 2,000 damage. This is going to be short fight. More temper, more temper. Incoming lightning 3, not doing a heck of a lot to slow this party down. Puts the white mage down on a knee. Temper goes off, outgoing punch. 16 hits for 2,061 damage. Down goes Chaos. LuffyDV finishing in second place with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 34 seconds. GG. And we're joined in the booth by Luffy. How's it going, dude?
Hey guys, how you doing?
I was about to ask him and didn't even have to. It's like he knows.
I know where to find you guys.
GG.
GG's.
Yeah, that Topher was a little rude to both of you.
Yeah.
Stupid Gurworms.
No, I was watching your second Chaos fight. I was like, where was that Fire 2 and Lit 3 the first time?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's gonna happen. You know, you're gonna see things that you didn't see the first time. I said the same thing.
I said the second time you were coming back, you saw what happened the first time you brought friends to the fight this time, and he's like, oh no.
I know. What can you do?
So let's rewind all the way back to the start of the race, and I'll ask this first of Budgemano. What drew your eye to top left, bottom right?
So the Kraken with Brack was, I think, what I was looking at. That one, I was hoping Brack would roll high. Turns out I think that was level 1. So that when I saw that, I knew I had to do it too, so I wasn't too upset. But then, you know, I was looking at that Scorpion Lobster tile just can be kind of a mess. So that's sort of what I was looking at there. You know, I was debating some of there wasn't a lot of rows that had a huge number of key item requirements, which is usually what I look for. So I was hoping for the high Brack and then sticking with the mess with the lobsters. So
Yeah, I got a bit tickled when I had to watch Luffy take a Maz off that white mage and equip it with a hammer.
So, same question to you, Luffy. What drew your eye to column 4?
Kind of the same thing he was thinking. Like that Brack, I was hoping it rolled, you know, maybe promotion locked, and of course it didn't. And then I was like, okay, maybe confused can be a little annoying, and of course it wasn't, because you know I try to look for key items too, and there wasn't really a whole lot here. I mean, you could track down, you know, Cube and Chime for a bit of a pain to go to Sky, but I mean, there wasn't really a whole lot out there to kind of force a lot of like dungeon plays. So it just seemed like I was trying to bet on the magic being uncomfortable, and it was quite nice.
yeah, I actually had to stop myself from doing my usual key item extravaganza once I found the Oxyel and realized that's really the only thing I needed.
Yeah, so. Same thing. Yep.
So next question to Luffy. Row 2, did you always have your eye on that, or were you trying to think of other stuff over the course of the run?
So row 2 just kind of like, it was like, you know, I'm going to Ice Cave anyway, so that's fine. Once I saw the 2 status ailments on the Frost Wolves, I'm like, okay, this is probably going to not be too hard to find. I'm here already in the Ice Cave. I knew slimes were off the hard reset in Marsh Cave, and the Caravan was something I bought early. So I was like, all right, I got to go back and buy Confused now, and that's annoying, but at least it's level 2, and it's only right here at Provoca. It's a quick shot up, quick shot down. It wasn't too uncomfortable. I was originally going to look at R4, and I gave everybody a really good look at the canal there for a second because I forgot. And then, you know, luckily it was in Ice Cave. I'm like, oh, I can still do R4. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, R2 just makes the most sense.
Yeah, I would have almost felt bad a little bit because we saw you start your slow boat. And I was like, oh no, we might have to tell Luffy because you started in Canary instead of Provoca.
Yeah.
So that bonking off of there might have saved you.
I think it did, yeah. You know, because I'm trying to like go fast and do things. I'm trying to think ahead because, you know, you try to just do that. It's in bingo, you try to think like, you know, where's your opponent? What can you do? And I'm trying to get like a little bit ahead. Like I can knock out the Sahag and the sail in one shot. And fortunately, the canal saved me probably some kind of a penalty, but it's okay.
No, I give you guys who play this, especially given how well all of you play this, like all the props in the world, because like I would stare at the board and just be confused and not know what I'm doing until I had like blackout bingo on accident.
Speaking of blackout bingo on accident, Budgemano.
Yeah, I'm all over the place here.
Where did you start, and how did you end up where you ended up?
So I started looking at like row 4, like Luffy said, seemed like a decent one. You know, I'm already doing Kraken with Brack. Everything else is sort of just you know, a time sink there. I also had row 2 as a potential option. You know, I think if I started to see status ailment or status element spells, you know, that was something that isn't too bad to do since I'm in ice anyways. And then the other one I was looking at was C5, so I always had an idea there. You know, doing Tia 2 twice is, if you get a high enough black belt, not too bad. But as I forget where I was. Maybe when I was diving to get Kraken, I was looking at it and thought, you know, I can fight Sahags here and see. It's a quick jump with the ship to get the regular one, and then, you know, Lefaine's a hop skip away. So that bottom left, top right kind of came late, but I think it kind of worked out nicely.
Yeah, ultimately, I think the pivot was the correct one to make. I even missed that you were going for bottom left, top right. I thought you were still committed to row 5 for a hot second there.
Oh yeah, so did I. We were talking about it. It's like, oh, he just has to like do that real quick and then buy things because that's super fast. And you looked at the row and went, oh wait, hold on. He's got that entire diagonal done except for T. He said it at the toe for like completely missed it.
Yeah, that's why I checked the bats, because if Tia rolled something nasty, I was gonna pivot, but I saw it had nuke, but low HP, so I figured, all right, I can do this. So that's when I committed there.
All right, Luffy, unfortunately, your bingo story ends with this race. Do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share about the tournament in general?
So I had a heck of a lot of fun. Last year's bingo, I was still really new and I was kind of learning what to do, and it wasn't the most pleasant experience by a competitive standpoint, but it was just fun to learn something new. This year, I really enjoyed some of the adjustments that were made to the tiles. The committee put in a lot of work, and, you know, shout out to ADR for putting everything together for the board here, making it super easy to use and understand, and the cool little tooltips on there. It was just a lot of fun, and I'll be looking forward to this next year again, because this is definitely a different way to play the game that makes you think outside the box and just a different way to approach it. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody who put it on. Thank you to you guys for commentating and for putting on the performance, Jay Scheidel, the restream, and, you know, all the people that we practiced the whole way, Shoom, Chanigan, Pickles. You know, it was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Budgemano, you are headed to the tournament finals to take on one Pickles and Beer. How you feeling?
I don't even know what's happening here right now. Like, I'd never done dab. Thought it'd be fun. Maybe I'd pick up a win in pods or something. And now, you know, going up against you yesterday, Fizzle, and then Luffy today, it's just insane. So,
I mean,
it's been a lot of fun, but I don't know what's happening right now.
I've watched you knock out my buddies all weekend. However, this is the second year we've done dab, and the second year in a row that our most recent Duckling Supreme has made it to the finals, which I kind of love.
It's pretty neat.
Y'all just coming out of the Duck Derby swinging. Just like, all right, who's next?
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of months. So, but, you know, maybe that Duck Derby's paying off. Maybe the boot camp it's pretty effective, I guess.
I think it's become a bit of a saying around here, at least. I mean, everybody says a little different, but it's just like, you know, join the FFR community where we will teach you to beat us. And if it does not ring true more and more, like every derby, because like y'all come out of there scary. It's why I love having tournaments right after it, like bingo or going into the spring tournament, because we have all these new people who really haven't competed except for against other new people. So I get I'm one of the people who lose to y'all when you do it, but I get the biggest kick out of watching you guys join tournaments after that and just kicking everybody's butt. It's really fun.
I mean, everybody else is probably taking little breaks after fall tournament. So, but, you know, all the Ducklings are playing a ton going into it. So it's all pretty, a lot of practice at a time. So.
All right, and as we move through final thoughts, Danny, you got any final thoughts?
I've had it, like I said, I'm not cut out for bingo as playing it, but I enjoy watching it. It's a lot of fun. It's been fun helping with the tournament, and it's been a lot of fun just watching everybody play it. GG to Budge moving forward. I think the finals haven't been scheduled, but they will be soon. So if you are wanting to see the finals, feel free to join the Discord. We have a handy dandy race announcement channel there where all races are announced 45 minutes prior. And if you really want to make sure you don't miss any, go to the role request and get yourself our fancy dancy spectator tag. And I will ping you every time there's a race. I swear you won't get sick of it, especially not during spring tournament. We have 200 races in 2 months. It's fine. Other than that, we're taking part. FFR is in the first Archipelago tournament. It's going to be a Final Fantasy Randomizer Time Spinner tournament. The matchup reveal is tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, and then the tournament starts Monday. And our spring tournament coming up, qualifiers start in a little over a week. Spring tournament starts in April. Signups are coming out soon if you want to participate in that. Other than that, again, GG to both runners. Thank you to Jay for restreaming, Reese for tracking, Fizzle for being the best comms partner ever, and everybody who watched. Y'all were fun. Chat was fun today. I'm not at all starving.
All right, and that will do us. That will do it for us here with the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. Keep your eyes peeled. There will probably be a bingo finale either tonight or tomorrow. Until then, it has been a pleasure. My name is Left Front Bumper, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.